to the community that's still influenced by white supremacy of you getting out here working. Get out there, work. Yeah, it looks good to a community like that that has been influenced by white supremacy. It looks real good to them. Yeah, that looks good. And you've been going by the acceptance of other men, and it's in a culture that's influenced by white supremacy. They think you a man. Everybody think you a man. And that's fine to think that this is what men should do. It is what men should do. But it's also other things men should do. Look what they're doing. So you got to have a counter to that. You got to have counter labor, counter work, and I am that counter work. I am the counter work. What is your work going to do to these politics that can shut down the whole country and no one works? That's why men like me are esteemed highly, because ultimately we affect more than just going out here and working. See, the simple can't get that. You can't get that because that's all you know is to work. So when men like me come along, you think, why you ain't working then? Well, because I'm doing something that's going to affect all of this stuff. That's why. And if someone doesn't get the right position and lane and place in life to do it, then we'll all be doing this forever. Someone has to fall into a certain path and faith to do this in order for everything to change. That's why you don't need to feel sorry for me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I got the right people listening, and it's everything. And I got it. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. You just got to respect it. You got to respect it. And every labor deserves money. I shouldn't have to tell you that. You know that firsthand. But you don't esteem what I'm doing as money worthy, monetary worthy. You think I'm conning. You think I'm just a weak guy that's trying to reinvent himself and do something else. It ain't none of that. This is what I'm supposed to do. How come you ain't doing it? How come you don't know about this stuff I'm talking about? I can't speak for nobody else. How come you don't know about these things that's happening, like child marriage in your community? How come you don't know about that? How come you don't know about all these things that's going on? Like right now, we're on the brink of World War III. You know what the workforce is going to look like after World War III? Now you see there's more in life. Now it's real, right? Donald Trump about to be locked up. Look at that. Look at that. All more than the workforce, right? All these wars that's going on. Ukraine with these Nazis in their community. All more than the workforce, right? I got to show you more than the workforce. That's all the white supremacy community has been showing you. Get out there and work to that workforce. I got to show you more, because if you don't, what they doing done mess this whole country up, and you're going to be sitting back talking about, well, how come this world is like that? How come I can't go work no more? You're going to be talking about, how come I can't work no more? Because you wasn't paying attention to this other stuff. They going to mess it up so bad for you, you ain't even going to be able to do nothing. That's what I'm trying to show you. You lucky if you survive. Look at this COVID-19 was out here. Donald Trump knew about it. Kamala Harris, if you watch the vice presidential debate, she told you that Donald Trump and them knew about it before you did and did nothing. If you want to know what these politicians, you want to know the truth about each one of these politicians, these popular ones, all you have to do is go watch the debates that they have. They slaughter their enemies. They slaughter and tell the truth about everything about them in hopes to win power. Go listen to Kamala Harris talk about the Donald Trump administration. She told you the same thing I'm telling you. They knew about COVID-19 and did nothing. That's why we have it more than anybody else. Explain it any other way why we got it more. Because Donald Trump tried to make a perfect storm out of it. They did another 64-page report. The House Select Subcommittee did a 64-page report that concluded that Donald Trump had an intentional slow response to COVID for political points. for political points. He did it intentionally for political points. They did it. People who supposed to investigate the president investigated him, and this is the investigation that no one wants to talk about, where they concluded that Donald Trump had an intentional slow response to COVID. And that's why you're in the situation you're in. And meanwhile, you working. Meanwhile, you working.